First grade, today you are getting a whole bunch of different supplies. Black paper, you have a plate, pencils, scissors, yarn. You're going to get to use scrap paper. We're also using liquid glue again. What we're going to do today is we are going to build our penguin. To get the round part of his head, you're going to use pencil. Your pencil will show up, but in my video it helps to use white colored pencil just so you can see. And you can see that that makes a round line. And then you can kind of decide how tall you want them to be and kind of cut off a straight part right at the bottom. You're also going to cut along that line. The little scraps of paper can be used for his flippers or for another little tiny penguin with him if you want. You can also, if he looks too wide, you can also make him skinnier. So you just kind of come up and then trim. All right? So if you want different sizes or more than one, you have paper for it. Now to make his flippers, you're going to want to draw them on. You can make them whatever shape you want. And if you want to cut two things at once, you fold the paper. And then while it's folded, you can cut out the shape. You're also going to have a white piece of paper at your seat. And I'm looking for mine. I may have buried it. Pause 1 second. Sorry about that. And you're going to make the belly of your penguin doing the same thing. So you would want to make your line. So my penguin's this big. You can always cut and change the shape of it. So you're going to make his belly with the white paper. Cutting that out. Now I don't like when pencil lines show, so you want to put the glue on the side with the pencil line. Remember, touch the tip of the glue to the paper, drag it. You don't need a lot, stick it on him. I have mine line up at the bottom. You can do the same thing with the flippers, just put the glue where you need it. Stick it on. You're going to need some eyes. So if you take a rectangle and fold it in half, you draw big circles, like so. Can you see it? Sometimes it's hard to see. I drew a big circle. Now I'm going to cut the circle out while it's folded together. Make his eyes. You're going to glue those on. You are going to give him pupils. Pupils are two more circles, a little smaller though this time. Cut those out. They go in the middle of his eye. At the front of the table, you're going to have scrap paper. You can go through the bin, get whatever colors you need. I'm going to give him a yellow beak, which is an easy trim of a yellow corner to make a triangle. And I'm going to glue that on. And then I'm going to make his feet. You can draw out his feet on the paper, or you can just kind of cut the shape of them. Usually it helps to draw things first, but for the sake of the video going faster, I'm just going to make some, and I would glue those on. You can make them a hat and mittens, and I have yarn boxes for you to make extra things like scarves or like the top of his little hat. If I'm going to make a hat, you're just going to make the shape of it. It's almost like a little penguin again, the same shape, like so. And maybe I'm gonna add yarn. So all of this would be glued down. You can make a little piece of an iceberg for him to stand on. And then the yarn, I'm gonna zoom back out. I'm zoomed out enough. I'm going to squish that all in here, get some of my other supplies out. And you can add yarn. You can add yarn to his hat. So you would put the glue down. Say I'm going to put a little pom-pom at the top. I would put some glue. Maybe I'm going to put some stripes along the top. Now all of your penguins should be glued down by now, but because I want the video to go a little faster, I am just not gluing everything right away. Kind of just press the yarn onto his hat, And for a pom-pom, same thing. Just kind of press the yarn into the glue, like so. Maybe you want to give them a scarf. If something doesn't glue down, just add more and try again. Sometimes you need a lot of patience when you're gluing yarn because it can get stuck to your fingers, stuck to other stuff. Maybe you want them to be wearing a scarf, so you put the glue down and then you make them a scarf with the yarn. I'm going to do a little green stripe in the middle. You can twist the yarn together before you glue it down too. That might be cute. And after everything's kind of glued down, you will have blue markers at your table, and you can kind of make this look more like an iceberg by putting a curve and then adding some lines. If you want to use marker to add stripes and things in the hat, you can. I'm going to kind of move that. Remember, glue will dry clear, so however you put it on, I want it to look like your very own. And when it's completely done, you're going to take it to the drying rack. All right, first grade, let's make our own unique, different types of penguins. Thank you for listening so well.